Hello and welcome to the May 2013 online edition of Kula Yoga Shala's Teacher Feature. This month we're sitting in the Buddha Bar with Bianca Green, who is teaching Sunday morning Mind Body Breath class at 9 a.m. Hey Bianca.
Hello.
Thank you for hanging out tonight and doing this. And welcome to Kula. Bianca started her class just a month ago, so how's it going so far?
Good. I enjoy it. Very much fun. Very, very nice. Enjoy the students. Enjoy the atmosphere.
Awesome. Well, it's so great to have you here. And for those that don't know, Bianca graduated from our last teacher training, and it was such an amazing presence and gifted teacher in teacher training. She just made a smooth transition right into teaching in one of the prime slots and an early weekend morning practice. So I love that you're here and you bring such a sweet and sacred presence to the space, and Sunday morning it just seems like the perfect spot for you. So I was hoping, just because you're a new teacher and some people don't know you yet, to use this as a forum to open up that, people's awareness about you and your practice. So could you give people a little bit of a sense of background about just what yoga is all about for you and how you found it and how that ultimately evolved into teaching?
How did I find yoga? It was very random. I always was very interested in the meaning of life, that there was more than just the perceivable. So I was always searching, I was always seeking, and I stumbled upon yoga through a friend, and I didn't really know about yoga. I thought it was something to do with breathing. And then I just dove in, and it was like an explosion. It was like, it all made sense. The more I discovered, the more I uncovered, and everything kind of like connected the dots. So I just fell in love with it, and the practice for me, or what I think for everyone, is it's just opening up a way for you to discover yourself, and more than what we can see, just to become whole.
So do you feel like certain disciplines within all of these yoga teachings then resonate with you more deeply than others, or how do you find a balance between them?
The balance, well, I am very into the philosophy and very into meditation, but I think the asanas are very important, just to balance on your body. It's a very nice way to enter into the whole philosophy and the teachings and what it's about, to open up your path, to your journey. So I think it all has its beauty. But my passion really lies in the philosophy and meditation, seeking.
And how did that translate into wanting to become a teacher?
I have no idea. That just comes all together, and I just ended up. It was an idea. It was many, causes coming together, and with so many things in life, you just end up somewhere, and you know why when you're there.
Yeah, to me it struck me because I remember it was last minute. It was, I think, like 2 days or something before training was starting, because I remember we couldn't even meet in person. We spoke over the phone. I think I was in a Starbucks parking lot in Georgia or North Carolina or something when I talked to you. So.
Yeah, I was in the car repair shop at that time. But yeah, it was it just a friend actually said, you love it so much, and why don't you do that? And I did it more for myself. I didn't know that I'm going to teach. But here I am, ta-ta.
So how's it going so far?
Good. I love it. I enjoy it. It's when I'm teaching, I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do.
That's awesome. I love that. And can you just tell people a little bit about what the class is about? Again, it's Sunday at 9 a.m. So
I try to keep it somewhat broad. Everything from a faster paced class in the sense of asanas to a slower pace. I always try to incorporate a lot of the philosophic teachings and to open up basically a space for you to explore yourself and to be able to become more insight and to just try and seek and become curious. So we do a lot of, I incorporate a lot of small meditations, pranayama, breath work, and so it's very broad. I don't like to, leave one or the other out, but I try to keep the meditative aspect in it.
So the class itself, it sounds like it's different every time, but there's some components that are always present.
That's correct. Yeah.
Cool. And the meditation, you said there's smaller meditations, so are they, is it just a little bit of meditation each class? I mean, I know you, so it seems like even if you're in asana, it probably feels like you're meditating. So, but in terms of sitting meditation, how big of a portion is it usually?
Well, it ranges everything from 5 to 15 minutes, so I keep it not too broad. I try to incorporate it every time to give the people an opportunity to explore the silence or tapping, to center themselves.
Great. And just working in that realm with people, kind of those subtler dimensions of yoga, anything that you want to share with people about going into those spaces? I know you're working on some workshops about yoga for emotions and those elements or aspects of the practice that you'd like to speak to.
Yeah, what I find very important is giving yourself the opportunity to be who you are, to completely be able to let go of the outside, to dive in, allow yourself to open up, allow yourself to seek and look within. So I'm trying to give you a space where you can really just forget the outside world and without any restrictions try to explore yourself, be yourself, dive into the depths of your psyche and beyond. So just to basically arrive like I arrived home, that's the whole, the essence of it, to come, open up, and have this aha effect. Be home.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Namaste.